He paid his debt to society.
You were held in jail for how long?
12 days. The police, I begged them not to leave her in my house. Please do not leave this woman in my house.
Now, will he get stuck with another debt?
Could you prove that you took your debit card and used it?
Yes, ma'am.
I was giving him bus fare to go to work, so I felt like he owed me something.
Did the police ever question you about these ATM withdrawals?
No, ma'am.
I wonder why.
Judge Judy.
Mr. Brewer, you were staying with the defendant.
No, the defendant stayed in my home.
She came to live with you when?
14th to 15th of November, ma'am.
How do you know her?
We were both doing community service for some traffic tickets that I guess I assumed that she had, but I had traffic tickets and was doing community service.
As part of your sentence, you were doing community service.
Well, mine were just traffic tickets, per se, ma'am.
And yours?
Traffic.
I didn't know that you could do community service for traffic tickets.
Yes, ma'am. Well, unable to pay the fines for the tickets themselves, you go to court, and actually you can do community service in lieu of payment.
Okay. According to your complaint, the defendant, who was a friend of yours,
Yes, ma'am.
is a drinker.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, Miss Jones says that you both drink.
Yes, ma'am.
Is that true?
Yes, ma'am.
And Miss Jones says that while she was staying with you, things got sort of out of hand. So on the evening of December 2nd, you were arrested.
No, ma'am. It was November 20th.
So she had only been with you
Less than a
5 or
week.
6 days.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me the circumstances surrounding your arrest, sir.
Before I start the story, can I say something, ma'am? I just want to say, ma'am, it's an honor to be in front of you, and I'm your #1 fan.
Thank you.
I watch every day, an hour, 2 hours. If I miss it, trust me, I do. So I really respect you. So, no, I do. Love you. Trust me, #1. So what was your question again? I had to get that out.
I wanted you to tell me the circumstances surrounding your arrest.
Okay, well, surrounding my arrest, bottom line...
No, tell me what happened. November,
Okay,
it was
that
November
morning
20th.
or what led up to why I was arrested. Okay, well, while I was arrested, I have a 1-bedroom apartment, and it's really expensive. My rent is $1,500 a month per se, and I needed some help. So I had allowed someone to come live with me prior to her. That didn't work out. But anyway, he had left items in my home. So because I'm on probation for a DUI, because I drink, they were doing a routine, like, probation check thing, or come by your house, see how you doing, or whatever. So the guys came to my house, no problem. I'll let them in. Come on, man. Come on in, do what you want to do. So while they was going through my belongings and the guy's stuff that the guy had left, he had some illegal something in there. I don't know. But they never arrested me. They never gave me any citation, come to court, or go see somebody. Nothing. So now this goes into the 19th. I was working for UPS. 56-year-old jumping off on that truck all day was not easy for me. I knew that I couldn't drink till late hours in the morning, per se. I needed some rest. I explained this to Miss Jones, but at the time, I'm not going to say anything negative. She just really didn't pay attention to what I was saying. The following morning, that argument from that night carried over into the next morning. I got up and I smoked cigars, so I needed to go to the store to get some cigars. She was going to the store, so we went together. I'm not going to mention items she brought, but she can mention that. She bought some items, I bought some cigars, perhaps beer or something, I don't know. And I went on home. I then proceeded to iron my clothes, get ready for my day's work at UPS. I iron my clothes and I go into my bedroom because my little brother, Rodney, would call me. It's a couple days for Thanksgiving, and so we like, hey, man, what's going on?
Don't go tributaries. I don't want to hear tributaries.
So
just stick to...
At that point, she had a boom box, and she just turned it up loud. So I'm in my bedroom. I said, hey, man, can you cut that down? She didn't trip. When I said it again, I walked in, I said, hey, can you cut that down? You know, I stuck my head out the door around the corner. I said, can you cut that down? And she said the wrong thing to me. You do it, I can too. Wait a minute, this is my house.
Okay, you got into a fight. At some point, you called the police?
I called the police at that point.
Wait just a second. Is it correct that the plaintiff was the one who initiated the telephone call to the police?
Yes, ma'am.
And when the police arrived, they spoke to you?
Yes.
And they spoke to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Correct.
And after they spoke to the defendant, they arrested you?
Yes, ma'am.
And when they arrested you on a domestic violence...
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
Was it on an old matter that they arrested you?
They arrested me for a failure to appear. It had nothing to do with it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So when they came to the house and they took her statement and they took your statement, and clearly it was a domestic incident, what you're saying is they took you into custody on a failure to appear on another matter?
Yes, ma'am. Unrelated.
Okay. But then you were held in jail for how long?
12 days.